death of Theta Seven. The NMLA's de facto leader and his closest followers have sacrificed themselves by destroying the Far God cult's megaship Sacrosanct. The hijacked vessel had been taken to the Madrid system by the remaining members of Theta Group, aiming to reunite with the NMLA. After this failed, ACT forces surrounded the Sacrosanct in the hope of rescuing the several thousand cultists being kept as hostages. Theta Seven broadcast a short video message where he uttered a single phrase, "The future will remember us." He was then seen to manually detonate a series of bombs, which ruptured the Sacrosanct's hull and split the vessel in two. It is believed that the weapons also distributed Thargoid caustic enzymes throughout the megaship, thereby killing its entire population. ACT has released a statement from co-leader Captain Saskia Landau. Tragically, we were unable to save the lives of the Far God worshippers, despite several attempts to negotiate their safe conduct off the ship. Captain Castile's commando unit could not gain entry to the Sacrosanct in time, and we had no success trying to hack into its onboard computers. We can confirm that the most wanted terrorist in the galaxy is dead. But ACT's task is not yet complete, since there is much we still don't know about the NMLA. Our investigation will focus on learning more about their background, as well as targeting any surviving cells of activists.
So, what you've just heard there is the audio from a Galnet article regarding the death of Theta 7. Couple of things today happened via Galnet, which I'm very disappointed with. But at the same time, quite excited at the next step of the story. Now, I'm disappointed in the so-called, I'm going to say alleged death of Theta 7, because I just find it strange that they started this storyline up regarding Theta 7, the leader of the NMLA, and they just kill him like this. I also think that FDev missed a bit of a trick in that this could have been a community goal, in that, they could have had people attacking and defending this vessel, and it would have been good to witness an explosion of a megaship, and they could have done that. They could have let the players be involved. We've been involved in the Theta 7 story before, why not again? We've had community goals going against the NMLA and or supporting them. So why couldn't we do something like that again? I don't know. I find it bizarre that they didn't do that. Another thing, as we're looking on what remains of the vessel split in two, the other thing I'm disappointed with is there's nothing here to salvage. It'd have been nice if there was some salvageable bits, even if it was just some mats, but nothing here to salvage. And the final bit I'm disappointed with is this. This vessel split in two due to the blast that killed them all. And, where's the damage? Where's the damage around there? It's been sealed shut. Why would it be sealed shut? I don't know. You could argue that it was an automatic sort of sealing. Once the hull broke, it's sealed to help prevent more casualties. But I mean, if it's broke in two, where is the damage from the break? There'd have been damage, surely. It would have been nice that that was damaged, on fire in some way. They could have easily placed debris in there so people couldn't get in. But alas, no. They just sealed it off. And likewise over here, just sealed it shut. I find it a bit of a cop-out. You could have made more of an effort in some damage around here, it burning or debris in there to stop people trying to enter. Because obviously that's why you've sealed it, so people can't go in and out. I totally get it, but you could have used a bit of imagination. Oops, come on. So yeah, but is the Theta 7 storyline over with? Is he actually dead or not? I dare say he is, but I'd like to think that this is part of the getaway plan. Let people think he's dead, and he actually isn't. And he pops up somewhere else later, and yeah. Who knows? Who knows? It would be good to think that this storyline has a bit more to it. And, the NMLA are still active, and they're still going to be hunting them down, so it does still have something to it, but, Theta 7 was such a big, badass terrorist, and he basically become a martyr for the cause, maybe. I don't know. So, also another event happened today. And, yeah. We'll get there. We'll play the Galnet article. And we'll have a look around.
Thargoids repulsed from 3 systems. Pilots Federation alert. Salvation's anti-Xeno superweapons have cleared most Thargoid vessels from the Delphi, Maya and Merib systems. Pilots were asked to transport classified experimental equipment from the heart of Taurus in the Karato system to 3 other megaships owned by Taurus Mining Ventures. These components were used to prepare the large-scale weapons developed by Salvation to affect Thargoid technology. Vox Galactica published an intercepted message from Commodore Morag Halloran, commanding officer of the Musashi, to the Bright Sentinel and Glorious Prospect megaships. This is Halloran. Operation Tri-Hammer has concluded with a code White 3 Alpha. Estimated target destruction in Delphi is at 27%, with full dispersal of 98% of remaining hostiles. Scans underway for non-combatant disruption or casualties. Maya and Merib data to be submitted immediately to Central Analytics. Independent observers have reported that the majority of all Thargoid ships in the 3 systems have abruptly departed, with some wreckages found on planetary surfaces. This closely matches the event in the Cornsar system in September, when the anti-Xeno superweapon was first deployed. Pilots are requested to help with repair and rescue efforts for starports damaged by the Thargoids, Donar's Oak and the Oracle in the Delphi system, Obsidian Orbital in the Maya system, and Reed's Rest in the Merib system.
So, there we have it, folks. Salvation unleashed his top secret weapon on the Thargoids, and looks like it's worked. I'm not in Merope here. It's saying Merope. I've got Merope targeted, so just so you know that this is Delphi. I'm on a Delphi planet. Can't remember. I'll have a look just so you can have a look here if you wish to come here. Yeah, Delphi 5B is what I'm on. Loads of crashed ships here. So we're on Delphi 5B. I'll untarget Merope. And I'm just going to land and have a walk about, I think. So we have dead Thargoids all over the place in Merope, Maya and Delphi. And timing's impeccable. Just before Christmas. Will we be getting a retaliation strike for Christmas from the Thargoids? Well, don't know. But it's a beautiful backdrop, I have to say. When you think of death and destruction, you always sort of picture the colour red. It reminds me of War of the Worlds. The red mist and the red weed that came in. That's what it reminds me of. Yep. Mess that up. But doesn't that look like a leg? Makes it look like a leg. It's just a really good backdrop. It's a phenomenal backdrop, in fact. Oh, look at that, floating rocks. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, we wonder what will happen now with Thargoids. They're definitely going to retaliate in some way. Will we see the destruction of a station? I'd like to see a station destroyed. Because ultimately, at the minute, I feel that we're pretty invincible. The Thargoids come, they attack a station, it gets repaired, and ultimately ends up and running. I think if they'd actually destroyed something, be it a planetary base, be it a space station, not just ships, let's have them destroy someone. Come on, FDev, give us a big, meaty comeback from the guides and let them destroy a station. You know, a significant station as well, not just a little piddly audible one, a significant, something like Obsidian Orbital. Something like that. No, that would be juicy. You know, let's have one of the big stations destroyed. That would be good. How about Jameson? Jameson Memorial, how about destroying that? Nah, the Thargoids don't have a permit to get into Shinrata. So, there we have it. Loads of crash sites to look at. They'll all probably be roughly the same as this. But that zone, this atmosphere just really creates a fantastic backdrop for the death and destruction that has took place. So, there you go, folks. That's the two major Galnet articles that have took place today. Very juicy. I would have liked to have seen some form of player inclusion. You know, prime example, this one, Salvation. I've been doing Salvation missions and CGs from the beginning of the narrative, the Salvation narrative. And I feel a bit, this is the second time now that I feel a bit left out. You know, I contributed to the CG on this. I finished, there was 3 in total. I finished in the top 25 on one, top 50 on one, and top 75 on another. And the 3 CGs for the weapon component, well, for the components for Salvation to create the weapon to do this mass destruction. You know, I contributed towards, but I would have liked for Salvation to say, right, I've created this weapon. You know, you pilots who've been with me from the beginning, or you know, contributed for the most part. Here's a weapon. Go and take out the Thargoids. And I would have liked the players to have done this, rather than it just be a storyline, nothing being witnessed by anybody, and this is it. Once again, you know, the Theta 7 Galnet article missed the trick there, FDev, and you've missed the trick of you with this one. But, you know, this has been the way with Galnet. Yeah, this is why they took it off in the first place, because, you know, there was no player interaction, or very little, and it's stayed the same. I'd like to see the players influencing the stories more. I mean, if FDev want the narrative to go a certain way, then still let us take part in it. But you could still have that story go the way you want it to, but let us at least feel like we've taken part in some way, that we've tried, that we have influenced the story in some way. It'd be great. You know, so if you could do that, FDev, if you could do that. Thank you very much. By the way, update 9, I thought wasn't great, and then the patch on Monday has made it great. Thank you very much. Really good. Getting great performances now. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, folks. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. You know, it doesn't really matter. I do this for fun. I don't do it for followers and subscriptions. I just do it for fun. Catch you later, folks. Take care. If I don't do a video before, have a great Christmas, a great 2022. And that's all from me. Taddy bye.